Hello, class. Welcome to today's Sangarima Notes on Homeland Security. The leader is Jay Johnson, who's the fourth secretary and took office on December 23rd, 2013, appointed by Barack Obama. Before he was the General Counsel of Defense and Department Attorney. Oh, sorry, had a brain fart there. He was the General Counsel of the Defense Department Attorney in private corporations. Secretary J. Johnson graduated from Morehouse College in 1979 and received his law degree from Columbia Law School in 1982. Oh yeah, and he was nominated in October 23rd, 2013 by Barack Obama. His department is responsible for terrorist threats, natural disasters, cyberspace hackers, organized crime, and the spread of illegal weapons in the U.S. Currently, Secretary J. Johnson is the last in line for succession of presidency because he's in the newest department. In the Department of Homeland Security, there are many agencies. One of the
agencies is the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. It oversees lawful immigration in the U.S. It strengthens the security of the immigration system, issues green cards, and supports immigrants' integration in the American culture, which I guess means making immigrants more American so that they can fit in. A very sweet and generous move on our behalf. Another agency is the United States Customs and Border Protection. It oversees that terrorists and weapons are kept out of the U.S. It also secures and regulates trade and travel. So if your flight ever gets delayed, you now have someone to blame. Another agency is the United States Coast Guard, which is the only military organization in the Department of Homeland Security. The Coast Guard protects our waters and marine economy, saves people, and keeps the coast safe, which is implied because coast is in their name. Another agency is the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. This agency provides professional training to the law enforcement officials. It's like cops on cops on cops, training the next generation of the popo. Another agency is the United States Secret Service. This agency investigates fraud cases. They also put out the most wanted list. They are most known for protecting our nation's leaders. They are also known for looking extensively at Sarah Palin and partying in foreign countries. Another agency is the Domestic Nuclear Detection Office. This agency works to enhance nuclear detection at the federal, state, and local level. They also make sure the president's red button to blow up the world 100 times is ready for him. So, two laws that were influenced by the Department of Homeland Security are as follows. The first one is the Social Media Working Group Act of 2014. It amends the Homeland Security Act of 2002 and establishes a social media working group inside the Department of Homeland Security. Every year they have to come out with a report, and that report has to state the current social media technologies to combat terrorism, recommendations to the DHS to improve their use of social technologies to combat terrorism, review training for government officials on the use of social media in response to a terrorist attack or other emergency, and also efforts with the public to discuss and resolve security concerns. The other law is Gerardo Hernandez Airport Security Act of 2014. To improve intergovernmental planning for and communication during security instances at domestic airports and for other purposes. It gives procedures to airports on how to deal with emergency situations. It also requires them to report to Congress on their findings on how prepared these airports are. Some other information about the DHS is that it was a direct result of the events of September 11. On October 8, less than 4 weeks after the attacks, President Bush issued Executive Order, or EO 1322880, creating the Office of Homeland Security along with the Homeland Security Council, which members included the president, vice president, and several cabinet level members, and an advisory board. The DHS has five directorates. First is Board and Transportation Security. Second is Emergency Preparedness and Response. Third is Science and Technology. Fourth is Information Analysis and Infrastructure Protection. And the fifth is Management. Mr. Senor Tom Ridge was the first Secretary of Homeland Security. And for 2015, the proposed budget for the Department of Homeland Security is $38.2 billion. So, yeah, that's the Department of Homeland Security.